Hey folks, it's Randy Pierce from Riverside Ford of Tulsa. I was coming down through downtown Sapulpa on Route 66. I saw the Christmas chute that was right across the street, and as I came by, I see this building that says Gasoline Alley on the front. And I'm like, man, I need to go in there because there's an old Ford car in the window. So I came in, and I just want you to see what's going on. Come right over here. This is Michael Jones. Michael is the owner of Gasoline Alley, and I told these guys I knew you.
Yes.
Because you have an old Dodge milk truck that's just, I hate to say that Dodge, but it's just absolutely cool.
I have the Dodge milk truck, and I also have the 40 Ford Rat Rod pickup as well.
I remember the old Rat Rod pickup. That thing is good looking. Well, one, thanks for letting me bring the Let's Go for a Putt crew, come by and take a look, and you know, kind of tell me, where did this come from? Where did you dream this up at?
This was something that my uncle and I had always hoped to do, to have a brick and mortar building. We started our business out of our garage.
Okay.
I was a sales rep for Hershey Chocolate for 13 years and Nestle for 5.
Okay.
And so this just
That's sweet.
I was the candy man. And so, so this all evolved out of us doing this out of our garage. And then one day I left my candy job and we started Gasoline Alley Classics. And then after my uncle passed away, we ended up finding this cool building here.
Right.
Did not know the history of the building on it and everything. Right. So I'd like to share with you what this building is about and what we've learned about it at the time.
That's exactly why I came by here, man. Tell me all about what you've got.
All right, then
show the people your stuff. And
I'll give you the two photographs that when we bought the building. So one of the gentlemen who volunteers at the Historical Museum, he brought down 2 photos. We probably within our 3rd or 4th year of renovating the building. It took me 7 years and 2 months to get this project done. We did it ourselves. But it used to be Sapulpa Motor Company. They used to build the Ford Model T cars and trucks here. They were shipped in by crate, by the train tracks over here. They were assembled in the back, and then they brought them out here to the showroom, and this is where they sold them.
That's awesome. And you know, those crates they used to ship them in?
We actually, my wife actually found a book.
The thing to remember about those is Henry Ford required those to be a certain size.
Yes.
Or he would not accept the parts.
Right there, my wife found the crate in the book here, and that's how they used to come.
Yep.
And then they would assemble them in the back, and then they bring them out.
That is absolutely cool.
Thought that was pretty cool.
So we're in the heart of Ford history right here in this building.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, let's walk out here to the floor, and
we'll follow you.
I'll show you exactly how things kind of evolved with having the cars that are on the floor and the cool part about it. So the photograph that's up on the wall is the nighttime shot. So the Historical Museum provided me the 2 shots.
Right.
This is maybe the only building or maybe one other building that only has a nighttime shot in Sapulpa. So whenever we got ready to have our ribbon cutting and grand opening last year, our friend Kelsey, she saw the photo and she said, how would you like to have a car on your floor for your ribbon cutting and your grand opening?
Right.
I said, that'd be great, but I don't know anybody with a Model T.
Right.
So she said, well, I happen to have my grandpa's that's been sitting in the barn for over 9 years.
Oh, that's cool.
We'd be honored to let you use our car and set it in front of the window. So it's sitting in front of the same window as it did in that photograph 106 years ago.
So that picture is this car?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's 1917. Her car's a 1926.
Okay. I almost got really excited right there.
Oh, it would have been, yeah, it would have been. But the touring cars didn't change much in the body styles. But we got to reproduce or recreate the photograph is what we got to do. Then about Thanksgiving last year, my friend Mark, who owns Batman's Collision over in Sand Springs, he said, Michael, your windows are lopsided. You need something on the other side.
Yes.
I said, okay, what are you thinking? So he said, I'm going to bring you over my dad's 1929 Model A Roadster pickup that he and his dad restored.
Oh, and that thing's gorgeous.
And so, yes, and so it doesn't fall in line with what Henry Ford said. You can have any color you want as long as it's black.
Yeah, because this one is not black.
It's not black. And so therefore, it's a custom mix, custom paint job.
Right.
The cool thing that I like in the story is in the bottom right-hand corner there is his dad's flag-draped casket.
Right.
He got the last ride into this truck, and as the casket was pulled from the bed of the truck, it scratched the bed and the tailgate, but Mark said it's all good. Dad left his mark on it.
Yep, just leave the scratch.
Just leave it like
his
it
truck.
is.
Absolutely.
But they both run and drive.
Right.
They both were brought in through the double doors here of the building, which we did not know that they even existed
right.
at the time because it was all covered up with sheetrock and paneling. I'm not a professional, but it was a labor of love. After we found out what the building was, we had a story to go along with it.
Sure.
So that was kind of the cool part about it. My youngest son, Evan, wanted to have all of Route 66 stained on the floor. So from Chicago to LA, you have this red stripe going across the floor here of all 8 states of Route 66.
Right.
The 2 gas pumps that are on the floor, the 2 Sinclairs, my grandfather ran the Sinclair station in my hometown of Missouri.
Okay.
So I was fortunate enough to get those pieces there. That was just about 15 miles north of Route 66 as well. We repurposed everything in the building that we could, all the old wood lath that came off of the rafters and everything. So you got to look up and around because there's stuff hanging up in the rafters and the ceiling as well around here.
Absolutely.
And so we just reused all of the materials that we could find in here to do it. That's why it probably took even longer on everything.
I'm looking around over here and I see there's a sign hanging in the corner. It's a gas sign, okay? And it says 66.9 cents and it says regular gasoline. There are people watching this that have never bought regular gasoline.
Right. I wish that I had one that had ethyl on it.
Ethyl, absolutely.
That didn't, but I played with the numbers on that one since we're right here on the corner of Route 66. So that's why it's got 66s on it there.
That's great. And you just got some cool stuff in here. I mean, here's a lamp that is an air cleaner and a gas can.
Yeah, right.
I mean, come on, it doesn't get any cooler than this right here.
I like to call it game room, garage, and man cave decor.
I love it.
That's what we've got. A lot of the stuff that's made in here, which I haven't got to make everything that I typically do,
right.
But a lot of the stuff that I've outsourced is stuff that's locally done here from artisans, you might say. So that's the part we like to be able to support people that are local as well too, and have their wares in here. We wanted to have a store that was not on Route 66.
Sure.
I wanted to have something that you don't get it somewhere else.
Right.
If you don't buy it here, you're not going to get it anywhere else.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what makes us unique in that regard.
Well, so this is cool. Oh man, the big Ford authorized sales and service sign over here on the wall.
Yep.
I'm kind of a Ford freak.
I get it.
Just,
well, you're working there.
I worked there, but even before that, that's just, the Ford Mustang's always been near and dear to my heart. I'm driving a 24 Mustang today.
Okay.
And they just build great cars. And I sold out to Ford the day that Alan Mullally stood in front of Congress and said, I don't want nor do I need your money.
Okay.
And that's the day I sold out.
Okay.
So what a great place you've got going on here. Good, please show us some more. We'd love to see anything you want to show off.
Some of the other things is my desk here, which is a 49 Pontiac Silver Streak.
Yep.
I had that built whenever I was working for Hershey Chocolate. And so that's over 25 years old there. And
this dates you right here, my
the
friend.
Rat Fink.
The Rat Fink. I promise you there are people that have never seen the old Rat Fink cartoon, drawings, the little cars you
all
used
of
to
that.
buy,
I've had one kid come in here and he said, "That's not Chuck E. Cheese."
That is not Chuck E. Cheese. You guys have put a lot of thought in just your decor. No wonder it took you 7 years to put everything together.
Well, it's meticulous.
Yes.
It was intentional.
Right.
It was intentional. Now, if you want to go check out the cool decor in the restrooms, we can head back that way.
Let's do it.
All right. The door on the right is the one that has actually been featured in Automobilia.
Okay.
But you will get to see both of them. Okay. So when you're ready, then you'll get to open the door, and it's a pocket door and slides to the right.
And I don't know, it says poison gas. I don't know if that's... Oh, wow. Folks, you got to come out here just to go to the bathroom, okay? Now, the sign that says gallons, you're not counting what you're collecting, right?
No. I said a white toilet was going to stand out like a sore thumb, so I said we got to make them look rusty and crusty.
Yeah, that is absolutely cool. The woodwork, the floors, this is just fantastic. I'm looking where you've got the gates, belts,
right
up. In the top of our service department at the dealership is one of them old racks like that, and we've just left it. We've never taken it down.
Oh, wow.
So it's probably been there for a while.
Right.
But this is absolutely cool. Absolutely.
You got the old Ford radiator there for your mirror.
Right.
You got the gas pump nozzle for the faucet and the oil pan. So this one's also handicap accessible, so they can get underneath that one there.
That is, you got I guess the winch is if you can't get back up.
That's what I tell everybody is if you get stuck in here, we'll lift you up.
Lift you up with the winch.
Get you off of there. Exactly.
Well, that's cool.
Now, do they have another one?
Look at this one.
Yep, go ahead and open
Same
the door
slide.
on that one.
Oh, wow. This is, come on in here. They've got the old Coke stand here, the Chevrolet mirror. You guys have done a great job. The old mobile sign.
That was my dad's old wash tub, so I always said I was going to use it to make his sink out of it. So there it is.
That is absolutely cool. $1.26 for gas. This is getting a little higher. $2.22. That's kind of where we're at today, but not for diesel.
Right? Yep.
Oh, wow.
I left those signs as it was whenever they had the prices on it. But like I said, I wished I could have found something that had ethyl on it.
These are just.
We created a loft area up here as well too. So there's still some unfinished work to be done.
Right.
Like I said, we've had some anniversary gatherings up here as well, and some board meetings, and other people have kind of rented out the top just for small functions.
Well, so let me ask this: what's the next step to Gasoline Alley? Where do we go from here?
We need something big as a photo feature for photo ops and stuff. So there's some things in the back of my head that I'm working on.
Awesome.
It takes money to do it all. Everything.
If we had pockets full of money, we could do anything we wanted.
Absolutely. But sometimes you got to work for it. And this was the 7 years of labor of love. So I'm proud to be able to show it off now, because all this stuff was just back in the storage. So didn't know I was really going to ever be doing this. And so I couldn't wait to decorate it. So no, it's awesome now to get to share it with everybody at this point.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, folks, we're not going to keep Michael forever, because we know he's got a lot of stuff to do. But if you make it down to the shoot, or if you're just out rolling around, come by Gasoline Alley. Now, you're closed on Mondays.
Closed on Mondays.
Closed on Sunday.
Nope. Right now, during the Christmas shoot, we're open 10 to 6 from Tuesday through Saturday, and 1 to 9 on Sundays.
Perfect. And then closed on Monday. So come by, take a look at some of this cool stuff, pick up some Christmas gifts to take home. Hey, Michael, I appreciate you letting us come out.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it very much.
You're very welcome. Hey, folks, it's Randy Pierce for TJ and Travis and all the folks at Let's Go for a Putt. I'll see you down the road.